All hail the beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Alright man, so first things first, I want to say man, I hope you guys miss me man, because I've been under the weather and it's very difficult for me to record these videos sounding all nasally and stuff. So, since these videos don't take me very long to record, and it's Sunday, and I promised that I would never, ever leave you on a Sunday, I am here, snuffly, sniffly, and all, giving you my weekly fragrance rotation. Now, I could barely smell any of these fragrances, but let's get into it. So if you aren't familiar with this video series, pretty much how this works is I tell you what I wore this week. I tell you about the compliment factor. I'll tell you about the weather. But more importantly, you tell me what you wore this week and how it turned out for you. You know what? I think I want to do someone's list. Like I want to wear one of your lists. Like put it below and see if I can make it work, I'll make it work. All right. So on Sunday, I started the week out with Herod by the people over at PDM. You guys know I hate saying their name. Sunday, it was like raining. This whole week has been just raining and stupid, okay? I guess it was good because my lawn needed the rain, but man, just let me live, man, damn. All right, so I wore this one. You guys know about this one, man. It's tobacco, it's great scent, and I was able to pull it off in the spring, which is really weird. I guess the rain just allowed me to do so. So Sunday, poured out Herod from the house of Parfum du Malais. Now on Monday, it's a very interesting story because I do not have the fragrance here to tell you guys about it. So I can tell you about it, but I just can't show you what it is. This one was sent to me recently from my people over at Alexandria Fragrances, and this one is Zion. Now, I've talked about it before. I think I did an unboxing. I'm not sure. You guys know, I did a video on it. But the dry down on that one, man, I really began to like it on the dry down. I think I've mentioned that in the comment section of that video. So this one was Zion. This one is a replica and an inspired expression of Elysium by the people over at Roja Dove, I believe. And it's a nice fragrance, okay? So somebody works for me like, hey man, I need something. I'm going to Atlanta for Memorial Day weekend. I need something to take with me. And they do this all the time, right? They go on these trips and then get me last minute, like before they can have time to go somewhere and buy it or order it and won't make it to them in time. They know what they're doing. So I'm like, look man, I'm gonna bring you a few things in, see what you like, and I got you. And he picked this one and Sean John's Unforgivable. So I don't have it with me right now, but I enjoy the fragrance, man. Initially at the top, when I smelled it, I was like, it's okay. But now in the dry down, I really got to experience it, and I do like it. So I'll get you guys an official review on that one. Another rainy day. I did about 5 sprays on it that day. Again, still under the weather, so I really couldn't smell it that day, but I can tell you from my experience with it, it was good. I actually got 2 compliments on it that day as well, and obviously he wanted that one. So Monday, Zion from Alexandria Fragrances. On Tuesday, I visited the house of Creed once again. I said once again, I didn't wear Creed at all this week. Aside from, actually I did wear Creed a few times, but this is the first time I visited Creed this week, and it was a Vetiver Geranium. Now I did a lot of sprays on that one, man. I did like 10 sprays on Vetiver Geranium. Don't judge me at all, okay? The compliment factor was high. I don't know why. It seems like the more sprays I do of Vetiver Geranium, the more compliments I get. I should do like 80 sprays. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't do that at all. I would die and kill other people around me. But I talked about this one a few times, but I don't think I've ever done an official review on this one. I did mention this one in the Royal Wedding video, which I'll link below if you guys haven't had an opportunity to check that one out. Top Creeds for the Royal Wedding. This one, good compliment factor, good performance as always. I like it. Now on Wednesday, things got a little tricky simply because I couldn't smell. Like, I could not smell anything at all. I knew what this fragrance smelled like, but I don't know. This one was Nejma number 7. I wore this one on Wednesday. I got 1 compliment from my wife before I left out of the door. Outside of that, I didn't get any compliments. Could be for a few reasons. One is I looked and sounded like death. People was like, probably did not want to be around me, which is understandable. Actually, some of my people told me, like, you can't be here. You gotta leave. So they kicked me out of my office, like came in and like, you gotta go. So I came home. So on Wednesday, I wore Nejma number 7. It didn't stay on me long because I came home and declothed. On Thursday, I went back to the house of Creed and I wore Creed Aventus. Now, I had some interviews to do on Wednesday. I was interviewing alongside one of my counterparts, a peer of mine, my boss, and the HR representative, we were like in this panel looking for a new person to come to our team. They were going to be my equal, just in a different part of the state, and it was all video conferencing. It was crazy, except for one person. He actually made the drive in. There were people like from California and Texas and Arkansas, so not everyone could make it in on such short notice, but it was a good time. I was slightly better, along with my wife. This obviously made me feel better, so that's what I wore on Thursday. Again, I looked and sounded like death. I tried to man up and get through it as much as possible, but when things got too rough, I stepped out of the room, came back to it. The show must go on. On Friday, I wore a fragrance, and I have no clue why I wore it. Not that the fragrance is bad, it's that I don't think I went anywhere. I didn't do anything of importance. I was pretty much non-existent in this planet that we call Earth. But this one came from bar number 9, and it was bar number 9, Sutton Place. Compliment factor, 0, because I wasn't around anybody, okay? There was no one around to compliment me. I could not smell myself. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror and say, hey buddy, you smell awesome. I couldn't even do that, because I couldn't smell it. I'd have been lying otherwise. But there it is, man. I told you guys before about this one. Why does it look low? The fuck? Listen, this looks low. What is going on here? This is trickery. No, listen, stop the camera for a second. Listen, I haven't worn this fragrance a lot. Nowhere close. Maybe 4 times. And it's down here. We got problems. Listen, I'm about to take this to Saks. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on here? I don't know, man. This is crazy. Maybe I'm just tripping. I'm gonna have to compare this one to other ones. Maybe they're never all the way up there. I don't know. Now I feel bamboozled. You guys look at your bar number 9 bottles if they're brand new, if you haven't barely used them, and let me know where your juice is. This is crazy. On Saturday, I wore the newest fragrance to my collection. This one here was sent to me by the good people over at Givenchy, and it is Givenchy Gentleman Parfum. Or Parfum. Now, some people like to say Givenchy, some people say Givenchy. It's the same. You guys understand what I'm talking about here. This one is, I don't know. I don't know what it smells like, because I could barely smell it when I wore it. I did get 2 compliments though. I got a compliment from my wife, and I got actually 3 compliments, because I got 2 compliments at work. But what does it smell like? I will not be able to tell you at this moment. I do owe them a video, so once I understand what this one smells like, I'll talk about it. I'll try to get a video out at some point this week or early next week, because I need to do it, but outside of that, I would like to know what this smells like, and I know it's a newer in their newest release, and you guys might want to know what it smells like too. So that's what I had, man. That's what I wore this week. If I had to say anything took the cake in terms of compliments, it was Vetiver Geranium. Got the most compliments for me. Aside from that, man, shout out to my subscriber, Mr. Wes Watson, aka the car sales king, aka Mr. Sales Manager. And I think he's I don't think he's a sales manager anymore. I think he's like a director for his car sales company. But he sent me this shirt, man. I saw it on his Instagram a long time ago. He's from Baltimore. I was like, damn, that shirt is dope. And he said he got me, and he finally got it here by plane, train, snail mail, automobile, man. It made it one way or another. I think this is from a company called Be Easy Clothing or something. I'll have to look it up. But it says be more like us, be more as in Baltimore. I like it. It represents the hometown. That's all it is, man. That's what I got for you guys this week. What did you wear this week? What got you the most compliments? And I'm telling you, man, I'm coming back, man. Bear with me. I'm trying to get this together so I can smell something. There you have it. I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again. And you need to watch this, man. I know this is probably going to drop during halftime of Game 7. I don't know, man. Hit the goddamn bell.